have some cooking and some talks. I need you to like, I need you to share, I need you to subscribe, please. What's going on, my people? What's going on? Today's interview is going to be something a little different, something that we haven't done. Maybe you learn a little bit about me, and maybe you like some of the music that you hear. And hey, keep it moving in the community. I'm going to let you know who I am, what I do, why I love it, and plenty of other bits and pieces right after this. What's going on, people? Who am I? Who am I? My name is Lee Mims. You can also find me on the internet as Leemimsproductions. And I'm a musician. I've been a musician since I can remember, specifically getting my first guitar in 1992, bought and paid for. But I used to play on my dad's old stuff before that. I am a husband of one wife, be 18 years this year. I have 2 healthy boys. I have a furry son who is a blue-nosed pit, and that's pretty much it. What do I play and how did I get started? Well, we'll start out with how I got started. My parents are ministers, so I started out in a church like most musicians. Since getting older, I don't belong to the organization that I came up in, but I attribute a lot of what I learned from growing up playing at the church. I had to learn how to play by ear, so I play guitar. Like I said, my first guitar was purchased in 1992. Before that, I played drums a little bit. Not very good at it, just enough to know how to stay around a beat. Not perfect timing, but no, that wasn't my forte. Although the drums is my favorite instrument. I love watching other people play drums, but guitar is my favorite instrument to play. I use keys in production. I wouldn't call myself a keyboard player. I know enough to get around. Transpose is my friend. I use that a lot when I'm trying to set up tracks. I play electric guitar, acoustic guitar, a little bit of bass, and lap steel, and I've had a pedal steel E-knife tuning, and that's pretty much what I play. And that's, now you know how I played, how I got started, what I play. More after this. What am I most proud of? That's pretty easy. Being married for 18 years, happily married. My 2 sons, growing up, big healthy boys. My dog, I love him to death. I always like animals. Dog, my dog. And I'm happy about my accomplishments academically. I have an associate's, a bachelor's, and a master's. And I'm not a person to brag. It just lets you know that an average student can go ahead and be successful with or without education. But if you apply, you can be successful through the education, which is basically staying true to the game, being disciplined and getting it done. And sometimes we see ourselves through what we think others see us as. And I didn't necessarily think that I had what was needed to push through to get a graduate degree. Now the PhD, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that, because that master's nearly killed me. So family, education, and that's pretty much the 2 biggest things that I'm totally proud of. Family and the education that I've gotten. More after this. What is my biggest regret? I would say not necessarily living my life like I wanted to from the beginning. What do I mean by that? A lot of times we make decisions in our youth that we feel like people will be disappointed and never forgive us for making certain decisions and going after certain opportunities. And I'm glad I made decisions that I did make, but I also know as I got older, I realized I was doomed if I did and doomed if I didn't. And sometimes some of those opportunities that I talked over with close people, I probably should have moved forward with some of those opportunities. Some were music and some were not. But what I am glad about is within sometimes what we think is our regret is sometimes our best bet. One of the things I have wanted to do was go to the military for numerous reasons, 2 or 3 major ones that had nothing to do with how I felt. I didn't go. But what's to say I would have came back? What's to say I would have had a family? Because I'm pretty much dedicated once I get locked into something. And had I locked into the military, I probably would have been one of those guys that did 20, 30 years. You had to probably kick me out because I like structure and pretty much. And there's some other things, but he's annoying. Why? There's nobody even there. What are you doing, buddy? That's pretty much it. More after this. do I want to be remembered when I'm no longer here on planet Earth? I would like to my sons to know that I love them and gave them the best life that I could possibly give them, that I was honest with them, that I didn't leave anything left. I gave them everything that I had as a father, as a male, and as a leader of this family. I would like my wife to know the obviously same, that I love her the best that I could. I loved her 150%, if that is a such thing. I did the best that I could financially, and I would like musically to leave something on record for the generations after me. Perhaps they take it, or take their love and go even further. Music is big in our family. So, and if music is not taken further, they are inspired by my love and my passion for that craft. As far as other humans knowing me, I would want them to remember me as firm but fair, loyal, trustworthy, and a pure guy. What is my strongest and weakest attributes? I want to use one word: loyalty. I'm the one who you want on your team, but I'm also the guy that sometimes doesn't know how to let go of a bad situation because of loyalty. And that's something that we should pretty much examine ourselves and make sure we're not being overly loyal when we should let the sinking ship sink. What genres are my favorite? That is very hard to narrow down, but we're going to start off with gospel, jazz fusion, traditional jazz, anything in the jazz column, mostly just instrumental jazz. Every now and then I want to hear some singing, but I like the instrumental jazz. Old school hip hop, maybe like the 90s into the early 2000s, hip hop, R&B and soul, classic rock, like Allman Brothers, things in that vein. And that's pretty much it. Talk about my childhood. Well, as I forestated, I have Ministers for Parents, very strict environment, which I'm glad, because that's what I feel this generation is missing a lot of. Strictness, saying no, sucking it up, shutting up, getting the job done, not crying, not whimpering. Old school, tough. No meant no. No didn't mean maybe, or I'll change my answer. If no was no on Monday, 2 Mondays from now, no would have been no, and you get in trouble for asking. Because the first thing my mom wants to say is, what did I tell you the first go around? So there was a lot of love in the home. There was stability. Church was the cornerstone. Actually, God was the cornerstone, but you know what I mean. You went to church quite often. Hence, that's how I got pretty decent with the guitar. A lot of practice, a lot of days at church. That's pretty much it. Grew up in a pretty suburb, Camden County area, mixed neighborhood. Racism was not a thing in my neighborhood. We all got along, black, white, indifferent. It was cool, very diversified neighborhood. Pretty much all I could think of as far as childhood goes. Pretty much it. Love, peace, and happiness. That was my childhood. What is my goal in life? Or what are my goals in life? My major goal is to see my sons grow up, be healthy, big, strong, have kids so I can pick on them when they get frustrated with their kids, because that's just a rite of passage for parenting. Wait for your kids to have kids so you could say either I told you so one time or just laugh and be like, I don't really like I told you so, so I just want to give my kid the, that's one of my favorite emojis. I like to grow up with my wife and enjoy retirement. I would like to see some other countries. I would like to go on some cruises. I would like to make something out of my music, meaning something of other people find it of value, and be in that community where people know my music and know my sound. But other than that, if people don't know my sound, the goal is already happening where I just keep getting to be creative and make music. But the other things, I haven't gotten there yet. And one of my other goals is to have the patience of Job, where I can stare frustration right in the face and just like, I'm okay with it. And then give you my favorite emoji again. What do I want to be remembered when I'm no longer here on planet Earth? I would like my sons to know that I love them and gave them the best life that I could possibly give them, that I was honest with them, that I didn't leave anything left. I gave them everything that I had as a father, as a male, and as a leader of this family. I would like my wife to know the obviously same, that I love her the best that I could. I loved her 150%, if that is a such thing. I did the best that I could financially, and I would like musically to leave something on record for the generations after me. Perhaps they take it, or take their love and go even further. Music is big in our family. So, and if music is not taken further, they are inspired by my love and my passion for that craft. As far as other humans knowing me, I would want them to remember me as firm but fair, loyal, trustworthy, and a pure guy. Hey, we're going to wrap this interview up with the final question, and that is, where can I be found on the internet? If you Google Leemimsproductions, Lee Mims Guitar, you'll find me. You'll find YouTube, youtube.com, TLM0406. You can find me at BeatStars if you're interested in leasing instrumentals. I already made diversified sounds there, live instruments, obviously. I was just telling you about that. You can find me on all major streaming services: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Deezer, Napster, Google, I forget what it's called. I don't think I'm on Google Play yet, but I'm pretty much on all the medias. Find me on Instagram, and I'll put all that. You'll find me on YouTube, and that's pretty much the major places I'm on. And if I think of anything else, I'll put it in this video so you can find me. All right, I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me, learn about me, and I want to thank you for listening to the music so far, and I want to thank you for supporting this channel. All right, you guys be easy, and always follow your heart. It always knows. Peace.
Hey guys, remember, like, subscribe, share. This video will end everyone you know. Let them know what Queen of Trades and the MKW crew is doing over here. Till the next time, bye.
I had some mukbangs, I have some vlogs, I have some cooking and some talks. I need you to like, I need you to share, I need you to subscribe, please.